Hello.
Here we are.
Hello. It's 7 o'clock somewhere.
Hello.
Eastern time.
We let some people chime in, I guess.
Yeah, we'll just give it a couple minutes. People start kind of rolling in, and
If you're popping on now, we're here to announce the nominees
that's right.
of the 2026 Extreme Music Awards. Soon. We got a few things to talk about, though.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. What a gray day. That's all I could say about today. It was gray.
Yeah.
Gray.
I'm not looking forward to the winter. Winter is always gray.
No? You don't ski?
Yeah.
Do you ice skate?
I do, yeah.
You ski? Do you snowboard, Brendan?
No, I'm an ice skating guy though.
Oh, yeah. Hockey? Aggressive?
What's up, Matt? Good to see you, man.
So on January 17th, this is our third year. And this year, I think I'm more excited than last year. Just as excited as the first year. It's all real. It's like we announce it and it's like, all right, we got 9 months to wait around. Now it's like it's just around the bend and we're announcing it. This year we got to acquire awesome sponsors. And if you're on Facebook, you want to click on CDCW for Capital District Cannabis and Wellness. Obviously, the bud tenders, the experts, they're over there. And they stepped up hard for the Extreme Music Awards. So thanks to Capital District Cannabis and Wellness.
Definitely.
Of course, trying to take on the live music industry and sound and production, RavenEventsNY.com. And they're in it for the long haul. They're involved. And of course, our tattoo community with Purgatory Tattoo. So those sponsors alone right there was able to, we'll just be honest, give Mike a little more playroom to reach out and hook up with Chuck Billy of Testament and Jesse Leach of Kill Switch Engage. And I think this year is going to be more like the first year where we were kind of playing it by ear all the way up until the event. We were locking down different people a couple weeks before. I think we still have some room to play there with that now.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure.
But we also have lower tier sponsors who came in to help us build, this production for this year. Mike, you got a few of them written down.
The cool thing is it's a vast array of different media and people in the music community. So Chris, my boy over at Chewing the Rag podcast, he's trying to get that off the ground, and he's dabbled in comedy, he's dabbled in MMA fighting, and now he's doing the podcast world. So you got to check out Chewing the Rag. He's got some really good interviews on there. I've done an interview with him. We're gonna hit him up closer to our show in March, do a podcast interview with him. And of course, we got the one, the only insane Josh Mosh. Josh Mosh is
I will not disagree about the insanity part.
Yeah, he's a character.
Yeah.
You gotta know him.
Yeah, you gotta know
him. But
thanks, Josh. We appreciate you, man.
No, we do.
Yeah,
He's been around it. He's been around this music scene as long as I can remember.
Well, Josh, he's does a lot. He's known for horror tattoos.
Yep.
So, and he's up the smaller tattoo sponsorship on this. So,
Brendan, what's your take on Josh Mosh?
I told you that Josh Mosh almost got my ass kicked once at Empire.
All right, well, maybe Brendan's the wrong guy to ask this time. So we'll get back to Brendan on that.
Well, Josh Mosh has almost gotten everybody's ass kicked at one time.
He almost kicked my ass one time, but hey.
Then we got American Shooter Supply, my buddy Brian over there.
Thank you, Brian.
Yeah, everything.
Third year in a row.
And the thing is, it's not just a gun store, but this guy's got a wealth of knowledge. I mean, he knows everything there is about guns. His whole life is guns. It's crazy. But yeah, he's definitely, he supports me, he supports the music scene. You know, he loves what we're doing. Then we got Bull and B, you know, Traj and Ray over at Bull and B, you know, helping us out. And you know, they do a lot of you know, in-house local made mead. So mead is like, it's like a wine if you don't know what mead is.
So mead doesn't, like, I haven't drank in like 25 years. I've never tasted mead. It's not like beer. It's not bubbly.
It's more like, if you like wine, you'll like mead.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge mead fan, but there are a couple flavors that it's really sweet for me. But
Brendan,
I mean,
have you ever tried mead?
I have at the Renaissance Fair.
Yeah. Were
Yeah,
you like dressed up in furs and a Viking helmet and a sword and all that? Or no, were you in costume?
No, I was not in costume. I was
Okay.
not in,
I would dress up.
I was there for the
the flesh wound.
I was there for the big turkey leg, you know. But my understanding is that mead is brewed from honey. It's like a honey based, you know, drink versus whatever, I guess grapes for wine, honey for mead. You know, I think that's the big difference.
Yeah, I don't know. I missed out on all these new craft beers. I'm just used to Heineken and things like that. But yeah, Bull and B, thank you again. But Brendan, next time you go, I have something for you. We have the Viking helmet, you know.
Excellent.
And then we get the Removery Studio. So they are really professional in laser removal. So any shitty tattoos you got, like,
yeah, you know, this is for the people with the real bad tattoos. We got a great tattoo artist with Purgatory, and then if you have bad tattoos, we got a place you can go get them removed too. I got a couple. I'm thinking I got a couple. I'm gonna try.
There's a lot of people that got great tattoos and they get them lasered so they can get them re-tattooed. You know, so whatever.
They get sick of looking at the artwork.
And yeah, the thing is too is like these guys are really affordable too, and they're local, and I believe they actually travel. So I think they can more or less do house calls kind of thing.
Cool.
You know, so Removery, you know, they were great. They were gracious enough to step up, and you know, I saw them sponsoring another show at the club, so that's what made me ask them. And then we got Joe Terrell, Joe's old Troy guy. You know, he's been, you know, holding it down for many years. He supports all the shows.
And to give him full credit, it's Geralt Cabinets and Closets and Construction, expanding the showroom and expanding the business for 2026. Just got that news. So Geralt Cabinets and Closets.
Highly recommended. He built a nice shed in my backyard. And it's, you know, that's where the band rehearses. I store my motorcycle, my tools, all that stuff. He did it.
We believe in our sponsors, and I had Joe come in and look at my house to replan my kitchen floor and my bathroom, which they're small. They just both need to be replaced, and I need something nice in there. So I'm going to hire them on. You know, that's what you need to do. You need to support our sponsors. We come to them and go, hey, we need your support. Why wouldn't we call Raven Events or Purgatory Tattoo or Geralt, right?
100%. And then, you know, then we got Electroleaf, you know, dispensary. So, you know, again, we're all over the place with, you know, with the stuff here. So, you know, and, yeah, Jody from, he was part of the hip hop scene, back in, probably going back 15, 20 years ago. So,
right.
He's part of that. And
that's the Electroleaf dispensary.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. Well, did we cover our sponsor mentions there? Well, I think it's time we get right into it. Everybody's waiting, and we definitely got to give our sponsors love, and we knew that you'd be piling up on this video. All right, Fuzz, you want to kick it from the top and go ahead and let them know, and I'll try to do a little producing here and jump in and
absolutely
tagging and all that good stuff. Okay,
absolutely.
If I'm looking down, I'm just tagging bands so they hear their announcement.
That's cool, man. We're gonna shout out some people. Matt Smith's hanging out. Jay,
and Matt, shirt on, bud.
There it is. See, representing the squishy, oily beetle. Thanks for tuning in. Shantae, Mom's 09. I like fuzz. That's always a good comment. Princess, Kevin, Deb, Chuck's hanging out. Appreciate you guys for coming, stopping in, hanging out. This is a big deal, man. It's third year for the Extreme Music Awards. And is it just me or did it go fast?
Yeah.
Like, did it just kind of like pop up? It's like all of a sudden, like,
I felt
holy
like
shit,
I was
we're
waiting.
here.
I felt like I was waiting, and now here it is.
Yeah.
January 16th, the pre-party, and then of course the Extreme Music Awards is January 17th. Our first category is Fuzz.
That would be best death metal and black metal band.
Best death metal and black metal band.
And the nominees for that category are Morticide, Tyrannize, Intrusive, and Invoke Thy Wrath.
Morticide, Tyrannize, Intrusive, Invoke Thy Wrath. I think we're seeing some names return, some winners return, but I think we have some newer bands popping up in some of the other categories. So there you have it.
Absolutely, for sure. The next category is best doom stoner metal band.
Yep.
Your nominees for this year are Gozer, Black Tongue Reverend, Jupiter Queen, and Sons of Eden.
That's the one. There's some new ones coming in there, right? We were talking about that, Brendan, Mike. Remember when we were going through this list last week about some pulling in some new blood and some hard workers?
All right. The next one is going to be Best Power Prog Metal Band. Your nominees for this year's 2026 Extreme Music Awards are The Phoenix and the Raven, Deveria, Out of My Head, and Psychomanium.
Psychomanium, there they are.
Congratulations on your nominations so far, guys.
Keep progging.
Keep progging.
Prog you.
Prog me, prog you.
Prog.
Let's go right to the next one, guys. Best Thrash Band. It's probably one of my favorite categories. Your nominees for this year are Skullmason, Vexus, The End of Man, and Hate the Adversary.
That's a full category.
That's
Full of new blood there.
Yep, some thrashy goodness happening.
Thrashy goodness. There's those words. Thrashy goodness. I like it.
The next category we have is the best deathcore band. This one's stacked as well. Let's check it out.
New category this year that we added.
Yeah, it's a new category, right?
Be a little bit.
Honing it in.
Yeah, I'm mixing it up a little bit. Your nominees for best death, I can't say that word, best deathcore band are Altar, Kill Count, Assault on a Living, and Unbound.
Again, new blood, pulling in the new blood this year. I like it. A lot of votes too. I remember Brendan saying to us early on, I mean, it wasn't even halfway through yet. He was like, we got a lot of votes. We had a lot. It was good.
Yeah.
What was your take on that, Brendan? I mean, were you seeing an increase from last year?
I mean, it's a pretty solid group that we have every year because obviously, we have a pretty hardcore, consistent community. But I mean, I think that what I liked was that there wasn't as much like spam and there wasn't as much junk and there wasn't as much. Hey, let's nominate Metallica for Lifetime Achievement Award.
Right. Like they need another award, right? Well, that's not what it's about. And Mike, a lot of these bands you've already had because they've been coming through Empire Underground and Empire Live, right?
Absolutely, and young blood too. I noticed in this year we got a lot of younger bands that are stepping up, and it's good to see. They're invigorated. They're hot to trot. So
they're excited about it. I feel like this year, our third year is feeling more like the first year. The excitement that's starting to build too. Where we at, Fuzz?
Our next category is Best Metalcore Band. Your nominees for this year are The Lycan, At Light's Wake, Concrete, and Oakheart.
Some new blood in there too with At Light's Wake and The Lycan. Good stuff. if you're seeing the video and you're finding out your friend's band or your boyfriend's band or your girlfriend's band or your man's boyfriend's girlfriend's band is playing, then or they're nominated, then just share it, man. Hit them up, let them know. Be the one to break the good news to them.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Yep.
For sure. The next category is, I got lost, sorry. Best Punk Ska Band.
Okay.
Your nominees for this year are Tree Hill,
Yeah.
Promise School Dropouts, Brother T and the Boys, and Uncle Frank Says No.
I don't think I've ever seen any of those bands nominated in the past 2 years. Have you guys?
I think Ventry's been.
Ventry Hill was our
I
only
think-
alumni.
I think last year Tree Hill was nominated.
Yep, but that's about it.
No.
And you know, again, these bands are growing too over the past 3 years. So Ventry Hill, you know, they were a 2-piece, and now they're a 3-piece. You know, they finally got a bass player, and you know they're starting to make waves. They're starting to travel, get out of town. You got Flat Wounds just got signed to Blue Grape Music. You know, so bands are starting to do stuff and get the hell out of this area. It's good to see.
Well, I think a band has to make the decision: are we going to go, or are we going to not go? We can either play some local shows 4 times a year and be happy with that, or do you want to take it all the way? And we're seeing a lot more of that these days.
Yep.
Yep.
All right. The next category is Best Hardcore Band. These were some of these were pretty stacked. I think this was one of the one that had a ton of names that were nominated for it. But your nominees for this year's Best Hardcore Band are Faded Line, Violent by Design, Halo Bite, and Tied by Fate.
There's a couple new bands in there. I see Halo Bite, Tied by Fate.
Yep.
All good stuff. And Mike, you get to see these guys come up. I mean, it's, you know.
Well, the funny thing is, so Tied by Fate, Priya, who does security at the club, is in the band, and somebody else told me that she was in a band. So I was talking to her. I said, "You're in a band?" She goes, "Yeah." Would like to tell me that you're in a band? I could probably get you a show. You know, so,
I mean, if anybody could, it be you.
yeah, she kept it on the DL, and you know, she just. But the thing was, once I heard the demo, I was blown away. I was like, "Whoa!" I'm
Yeah,
like,
it's a good band.
Yeah, Tied by Fate. Send me your stuff. I want to play that on the radio.
yeah,
I'll go on Mike's referral. Hey, Halo Bite and the other bands we've played on Capitol Underground. So
Yep.
cool.
you know, Halo.
Check it out.
They're young too. It's good. It's I think our stuff is well rounded. Definitely, we're touching
Absolutely.
here. You know.
For sure.
Yep.
Next category is the Best Beatdown Band.
Ouch.
The nominees for this year's Ouch category are as follows.
Ouch.
Torn Out, Assault
Yep.
on the Living,
Yep.
1050 Nightmare, and Evil Mind.
Some new blood in there. I'm liking this a lot, man. I think that's where the excitement is. Seeing all these new names and all these new bands and people excited to nominate and get their friends to nominate. And that's what we went on at first. And then we put our 2 cents in and get it to where our judges can pick these winners.
Absolutely, for sure. Next category for the 2026 Extreme Music Awards is the Hardcore Punk category. The best hardcore punk nominees are Halo Bite, Zombie Giuliani, Spirit Killer, and Blast Craze.
That's great. That's great. The new blood. I keep saying it, man. I can't. A new blood. That makes me go, wow, people are paying attention to the Extreme Music Awards.
Dude, Zombie Giuliani is the
That's a
best
great name
ever.
I saw that years ago and was like,
Is
brilliant.
the best name ever. man.
Brilliant.
I love it.
Yep.
I love it. All right,
Twist
we're getting
on
into
words.
some of the bigger ones here. Best video of the year. This one's got some really, really good videos in it. These guys worked hard on this. So the nominees for this year's video of the year are The Phoenix and the Raven with AI, The Lycan with Unborn, Ventry Hill with Without Me, and Out of My Head, Ghost of Me.
These all have to be current too. They have
Yep.
to have a video out, right?
All came out this year. Yep.
Right. And we were talking to our friend Sean Cranston. I was talking to him today of Cinema, SINEMA.
That's the one.
Cinema. And Sean and his partner, they're gonna give away that award along with hopefully some special guests. So cool.
Next category is the album of the year. The nominees for the album of the year this year are. This one we had to do 5 because this category was pretty stacked.
Yep.
The Phoenix and the Raven with The Burdens Inside. Deveria, The Final Hour. 1,000-Yard Stare with Throne of Decay. Vintry Hill with Honor Society. And Psychomanium For All Time.
That's a stacked category, man.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all of those categories from up until that point. I'm going to post these in the comments so you guys can see what we've already announced if you're just chiming in. Go ahead, Fuzz.
All right, we have our Lifetime Achievement Award. This one's a pretty prestigious one. The nominees for this year's Lifetime Achievement Award are Charles Woodard, Derek Polcare, Mark Garrett, rest in peace, Mark, and Dwayne Beer.
So many great nominees there. I mean, obviously, Mark is no longer with us, but everybody there is really, really deserving, I think.
Solid, all solid.
Fuzz, do you think a lot of those people, close friends of Mark that were there at the tribute and benefit they did for his daughter that we were at over the summer, I hope they all know that was cool. That's cool to see something like that, someone to be remembered even after they're gone, you know.
Yeah, the turnout was huge.
And
man.
all
Mark,
the others are well deserving too, especially, you know, flash that back up there. You know, I want to talk about Derek Polcare, Deeks.
Yep, Deeks.
Right? Symptom Hate, Crimson Mask, 3 Knockdown Rule, I believe. Of course, Charles Woodard, Dwayne Beer. That's a solid list. That's a tough judge's pick, right?
That's
there.
going to be a tough one to pick. Absolutely.
Yeah, there ain't one person in that category that's got less than 30 years.
And they all deserve it. They all deserve it.
So if you don't know about our local music scene, this is a whole education process for you all to learn about these bands, to hear them on the radio, to see the photos on 518 Scene or in Radio X and Experience Monthly and Mike's booking the bands. This is why the 5 of us got together to do this. Right, Fuzz?
100%. Absolutely. And we just talked about the fellas that have been in this for a long time.
Yep.
Let's talk about the bands. We've been talking about New Blood all night. This is the nominations for the best new band. Your nominees are The Lycan, Caicos, Sons of Eden, and Skull Mason.
New Blood. There it is.
Obviously, Caicos is Nick Stamus's band, and Nick has been part of the show, for 3 years now with us. And I think that, guy's a great guitar player. Loves to get nominated.
His former band, Frozen Sun, won, I believe, the first year.
Correct. Yep.
Yeah, the first year, and now he's back. Hello, puppy dog.
Hi, puppy.
And he's back. He's back, and with Caicos, that's great. That's good stuff.
Yeah.
Again, I'm going to be posting these in the comments, so in case you missed it, and we'll post them all later. And Brendan, they go right up on the website tonight, I guess, on ExtremeMusicAwards.com. It'll be updated. Brendan's the key master when it comes to that stuff.
Key master of Gozer.
I'm gonna go over to Mike's house and start jumping on him like the dog did.
Licking his face.
Yeah, you get punched in the face more like. Not Mike, me, for doing that anyways. Let's see. Now let's talk. We talked about new band, lifetime band. Let's talk about kind of that mid-range, our veteran category, which is always a popular one here. Your nominees for this year's best veteran band are 1,000-Yard Stare, Tyrannize, Crimson Mask, and the Trauma School Dropouts.
There. Well deserved right there.
100%, man. They've been in the scene a while. they've been holding it up. So
They're all still active.
yep, and all well deserving too. I mean, I don't know. There's not nobody on this list is not deserving for sure, and that's because you guys, and thank you guys for all the nominations you guys poured in, and special thank you to Brendan. Man, he had to go through these lists of all these people that were throwing nominees in. So, dude, you did some heavy lifting. It was good stuff, man. So
it's a good time though. It's fun, man. I enjoy it. It's like again, it's like fantasy football for music every year.
Mm-hmm.
It's your fantasy football for music. All right. I like that analogy. All right.
So now we've discussed all the bands, the albums, the videos. Now we're going to get into the 4 categories that kind of single out the individuals and bands that you guys nominated for. First, we're going to start with the best bass player, or best bassist as the category reads. Your nominees for this year's best bassist are Marvin Veeder from Deveria, Dylan Baldwin Delaney of Horsegrave, Jay Vandervoort of Ice Queen, and Steve Faith from Hate the Adversary.
Yeah.
Great lineup of guys.
Unbelievable musicians.
Well deserved.
Yep,
Well
absolutely.
deserved.
Absolutely. So congratulations to all the nominees so far. We got 3 more categories we got to cover, and then it's off to the judges. It's in the judges' hands, and we'll see you guys on the 17th to see how this all plays out. Who won? Next, we're going to get to best guitarist. This one's always a tough one to pick too, because they're all unbelievable musicians. Your nominees for this year's best guitarist award is Roman Singleton from Deveria, Nick Stamos from Caicos, Gary Wood from the Phoenix and the Raven, and Ben Weaver from the Lycan.
I feel like those guitarists, because I think Brendan mentioned it the other day, we have a lot of criteria. What do we want to see from a guitarist? Okay, can they shred? Can they chug? Can they write a good song? Maybe we were talking about vocalists, but same thing with bassist, guitarist. There's people could just play bass or just play drums, but are they a drummer? Are they a bass player? Are they a guitar player? That's a good list to represent all of that.
Yeah, I mean, gotta love it.
All right, your next award. We got 2 more guys. We're almost there. This one's for best drummer. Nominees for best drummer are Brandon Weaver from the Phoenix and the Raven, Jack Labate from the Lycan, John Susky of Deveria, Phil Shannon of Balor, and Violent by Design.
Technique, style, all of it.
The whole 9 yards, man.
I could never do drums. I just never even could fake it. Ever.
I wish I could, though. I tell you, man. I wish I could.
I could make mean drum faces, but I can't fucking play.
Dude, that's all I did when I played drums and fake it. What are you talking about?
I can put the rhythm into a guitar, but not the drums.
The best drum face awards got to go to Dan Dinsmore, though.
Yeah, he practices those. We discussed that. He practices those.
All right, your final category for this year's 2026 Extreme Music Awards is Best Vocalist. The nominees for Best Vocalist are Jackson Tollerton from Gozer, Benjamin Kerner from the Phoenix and the Raven, Charles Woodard of Deveria. I'd save the best for that. I apologize if I totally screw this up, Alex. Alex Ruminadakis of the Antarctica.
I think he hit it, Brendan. Brendan, say it. Brendan, you were saying it in the meeting perfect the other day.
Yeah, I think we got a winner here.
Yeah. All right. Good. That's it.
I've been sweating that all day, dude.
One thing I want to say is I take the 518 scene really serious, and all the bands, and I like to think that we hold them to a high standard locally, and just being at the club, being in a band and on the road, 518 scene is definitely one of the better scenes out there, man. And it's
not just because it's your own, because it is.
Trust me, when we're on the road, some areas I'm just like, if this was the 518, it would be like this, it would be like that. But you should be proud of it. We should be proud of it.
That's right. And it's all up to us to build it, nurture it, maintain it, keep it going. Because nobody else is going to do it,
And this is why we started doing the Extreme Music Awards, is because these genres were getting watered down and neglected, and it's not fair, because there's a lot of work and a lot of heart put into this music. Trust me, if anybody understands, Ralph and myself and Brent, we all do. It's just, been doing this for so long. It's just, people need to be recognized. And
it's still, it's our contribution to help bring this music to the forefront. That was my mission in 1989 by playing bands on WVCR. That was my mission to help Flat Broke get shows when they couldn't get shows. And I had a little bit of radio connection to do that. I think all of us contribute that way, but still will always be the underdog when hard rock, heavy metal, hardcore, metalcore, deathcore, punk is the biggest and the best attended concerts and solid. I mean, except for those people who are still hanging on to the Grateful Dead, but that'll never go away. Oh, we love the Dead. Anyway, you can't bang your head to the Grateful Dead, so that's why the Extreme Music Awards exists. And the lineup of people that are coming through this year, Jesse from Killswitch, Matt Burns coming back. There's a lot of surprises. I don't want to blow that. We're going to let Bittner kind of jump on that in a few weeks, and maybe we'll do another stream. But yeah, I'm feeling good this year about it. We don't do this for the money. Believe me, it's a year's worth of work nonstop, and it's just to get to that one night and just watch those kids smile as they get that award right up there.
Yeah,
I mean,
and for those that are sitting back saying, how come my band didn't get nominated? It's like, you guys got to get out there and promote yourselves.
No, that's nice. That's too nice. You're fucking lazy. That's why you didn't nominate yourself. Exactly.
Yeah. That's true. There's an obvious distinction between the bands that work it and the bands that don't. And I can see it on my end as the guy that handles the voting mechanisms. Like, I can see that there are certain bands that put in the work to get the word out there, and it pays off, so do it next year if you didn't do it this year.
Because we had a lot of unique votes, a lot of meaning coming from one email address, or versus one person or someone trying to spam it. It happens, but it didn't happen. We didn't get that. But we did have some out of state people chiming in too. But we locked this down to upstate New York and the surrounding states, which is what leaked in a little bit this year. A little bit of the Massachusetts scene.
Yeah, 413, 315.
There are scene too. Yeah,
absolutely. You're definitely part of our family.
Yeah. Again, I'm posting in the comments for the third time. I'm posting the entire list of the nominees for the 2026 Extreme Music Awards, January 17th. And that happens over at Empire Live in Albany. Don't forget the pre-party on the 16th. That's going to be cool too.
Stacked lineup. And the pre-party always sells out. And everybody's packet, for everybody that's nominated, you'll each get a laminate, and you can go to the pre-party for free. You don't have to pay to get in for that.
That goes for our sponsors too as well. If you're out there watching, get a hold of us. If you went through one of us to get involved with a sponsorship, hit me or Mike or Fuzz or Brendan up, and we'll let you know about your free tickets into the show. You get those too. You get some cool passes, and it should be fun.
Absolutely. I just got a couple things about the whole thing. Definitely need to give a shout out to Jason Bittner. He works extremely hard. I mean, he does 8,000 other things. He's a busy guy.
Yep.
And he works really hard to put this the All-Star Jam together every year. So, Jay, we definitely appreciate all that you do for the awards,
you,
man.
Jay.
It's like it's
bless.
It's unbelievable, and thank you to everybody that nominated people. I mean, you guys are the scene, and there's a lot of behind the scenes work that goes into this stuff. Mike, Ralph, Brendan, Art, you guys all kill it every year doing this, and we don't do it for anything other than to love the scene. And so, you guys are definitely appreciated for all the work that you do for this thing. You've seen it in the comments. People are, saying awesome job and all that stuff. Well, we do it because we love the scene. That's why we do it.
I forgot to thank somebody too. We did mention all our sponsors in the beginning of the show. And so if you want a little more info, when we're done going live, you can rewind. Villa Valenti Pub in Troy, thank you for coming through. They're going to provide a nice catered meal for all our presenters, all our performers, and that's usually cool. We like to give them a good meal. Villa Valenti Pub in Troy, thank you.
Yeah, and for the pre-party, January 16th, like I said, it's a stacked lineup. We got Laylene's headlining. If you don't know who they are, you got to check them out. Got members of My Bitter End, The Contortionist, Through the Eyes of the Dead. So they're picking up steam. They're playing tomorrow at Empire with Ethos and Fallujah, but they're going to come back and they're going to headline the pre-party on January 16th. Crimson Mask is on there. Incontinence hasn't played in well over a year. Crimson Mask plays periodically.
Yeah.
So if you don't catch these bands, they don't play every weekend. So you're
they just did a show, didn't they? Just play at Empire Live. I'm going to say 5-6 months. Like you said, periodically, every 5-6 months.
Then we got Faded Line, who's they're a 413 band, but they're definitely part of our family. 1,000 Yard Stare, one of the veteran nominees. We got another band.
Their new record in Faded Line being played on Capitol Underground. Awesome job to both those bands too.
Then we got another band called Banshee, who kind of fell off my radar, and that was my fault. I didn't have their stuff loaded into my folder, but we fixed that. So we got them on a couple shows. They're going to be playing this, and then we got the Lycan, who is a newer band for this year. So,
now, you sure it's not pronounced the Lycan?
The Lycan. It's a
Lycan.
The werewolf.
Yeah, it's a werewolf. That's it.
Yeah.
And I didn't mean that in a weird busting that band's balls kind of way. I meant that, like, I was looking at, is it the Lycan or the Lycan? The Lycan would just sound wrong, right? Or ice cream, but the Lycan, I love it. I love the new stuff, the videos. These bands are all putting in 150%. We can only give them 1,000% back, right?
Yep. So anyway, the pre-party, Vinny Yeager, who's a member of a band called War Nerve. He's got his own guitar repair thing. He's going to be sponsoring the pre-party. So Yeager Guitar Repair.
Yeager, a luthier?
Huh?
He's a luthier.
He's a luthier.
A luthier. I think that's awesome. Good stuff.
He does guitar setups and all that.
We all need our guitar set up, man. And if you need it set up, give him a shot,
Yeah. So, like I said, he's sponsoring the pre-party.
Got an alarm going off.
Who? What?
I think Brendan had an alarm going off.
Uh-oh. Brendan's self-destructing over there. What's going on?
Brendan, are you about to self-destruct? Are you okay?
Uh-oh.
I think did we lose him?
This podcast will self-destruct in TV.
Right.
That's right.
Brendan was not harmed in the announcement of the nominees. We're going to go now, and let's get off this. I'm going to call Brendan right now to make sure he's all right.
Listen, congratulations to all the winners. We will see you guys at the pre-party January 16th at Empire Underground, and we will see you all definitely for the big show upstairs, January 17th, 2026. Extreme Music Awards coming your way. We're very excited for this one.
All right, Brendan.
Doing-
I'm live.
There
All
he
right,
is. All
he's
right,
alive.
we're good. We're good.
Yeah,
Peace.
Just remember,
Peace, y'all.
support.
That's right. Support your local music, guys.
We'll
Hell
see
yeah.
y'all in January.